Hello everyone, welcome to another SC Control shoutcast. This is actually going to be a recast of the game between myself and Meka, Game 2. I did record this game previously, however my microphone decided not to record, so I'm going to do it again, so I'm going to start this match now. I do have the third match. It should be cast soon. It's one of those things I have to get onto. I have a lot of games to cast. People have been sending me some replays, mostly my friends. Again, I encourage you guys to send me some replays. I will gladly cast them. I don't care if you're a pro or not. I just want some good games to cast. So this is me playing in the top right, and this would be Meka playing in the left-hand side. Again, both playing as Protoss. He's going for his pylon on 9. Can have it timed right there. I have it coming at the exact same time. I choose to put it right next to my Nexus for quicker movement, as well as he decided to put it near his ramp so he can wall off, and he's going for the early scout. Now I'm sure a lot of you guys know this, that the scouting in StarCraft 2 is extremely important. The more information you have on your enemy, the faster and more efficient you can counter his build. So I'm going to set up my scout just after him, bit delayed. He is now putting up his first gateway. I am just now putting mine up. I do see his gateway being formed. I do see his base right off the bat, and he is now going to be heading straight towards my base. Let's check down here, maybe doing a fast expansion, nothing there, and it's very useful to do is when you keep sending them around to check around the base. Keeps your probe alive, and you can see a lot more about the guy's build order. I now have my second gateway going up. His has not yet completed. I think I have more harvesters than him. Yeah, I have one more harvester than him at this moment. However, I do have one that's just running around just like he is. So right now we only have about the same amount actually doing work. Oh, is probe going to go down? Oh, this guy gets away with just 5 HP left. And we're both going to send our guys back to the line. He's chrono boosting out his first zealots. I'm actually supply blocked at this moment. He has 2 gateways underway. I'm now getting up my cybernetics core, getting my second gas on the way. He's already researching the warp gate technology. There's 2 gateways right here. So going very similar build orders, slightly different. I do have my first 2 zealots out. He only has 1. Oh, he has a second one now. I'm going to put these guys here to block the ram in case he sends another probe to check out what I'm doing. Gas has begun being mined from these 2 Vespian geysers. His are already being saturated. Now this map is called Delta Quadrant. For those of you who don't know, there's only one Zodiac watchtower. However, it gives you vision for any units that move in this area, because any unit has to go this way more or less to go straight to the guy's base, and as they move through this way. And even then, you got a good chance of catching a glimpse of someone coming here. So he's 2 zealots moving out towards the tower to get vision. I'm about to scout out, and I get caught, and I don't make it anywhere. I do have to send my zealots for this expansion, and he's setting up a pylon here, so you can see anything that comes in from this side. It's a very good tactic. I have one more gateway coming. We both have warp gate technology underway. Oh, has he finished his? Well, we're both almost finished. Has his forge up. I'm now producing 3 stalkers. He's getting a Stargate. Interesting. Might see a couple of void rays in this game for you guys. Now at this point you should really expand. Hello, the power going on. Does put a force field down, so I'm unable to leave or reinforce my stalkers. So these guys are going to go down. This is a very good trick to catch a few kills. You force field them out so they cannot be reinforced or retreat back. Back in his base, he has his forward array under production, producing more stalkers. Warp gate technology is finished for him, as well as for me. As soon as these units are done, I should be getting my warp gates out. Now, for you Protoss players out there, it's very important to get your Sentinels. They're very useful for Guardian Shield and especially for Force Field. With proper Force Field placement, you can do a lot of damage to your opponent's army. If you guys check the Sergeant Muffin's game, you can see how I use the Force Field to prevent him from reinforcing his expansion. That's allowing me to take the advantage of the game. I am going to get my observers to check out his base, scan out his units. And you can see these units at the corner, so he's going to retreat back. I'm going to take control of this tower soon. The first thing I want to see is with this observer and see if he's actually expanding here. This probably will allow me to see the void array coming. These rocks will go down shortly, as well as these ones here. Now there's one thing that happened to me during this game is I made the gateways, however I did not turn them into warp gates immediately. Whenever you make it, once you have warp gate technology, you should start making warp gates immediately. They will save you a lot of time, and the ability to warp in anywhere on the map is very useful. So these void arrays will come in, I will retreat and leave these guys behind. A 1+, oh, this guy is going to be caught at a bad rally point. And he will go down. I do have a proxy pylon going up below the Zeltnaga tower. You never always want to put it right next to the tower. Well, while that is useful because you always have vision once units do spawn, you tend to lose it very fast. So here he is moving in. I do have my units ready to come in. Now while this is happening, I am reinforcing my units. And these void rays do immense damage once they're fully charged up. Got 3 more stalkers being produced, and they will take down these void rays quite easily. And at this point, we are pretty much evenly matched in terms of units. Although his is more life, however, it's easier for me to reinforce my own base than it is for him. Meanwhile, I do have my observer in his base so I can check out the expansion going up. At the same time, I'm now getting mine. So we have a very similar, timing on our expansions and builds. He does have his stalkers controlling the middle of the map. I have a few, just now getting these into warp gates so I can reinforce faster. Oh, this is my friend texting me. Just you guys ignore that. Sorry that it had to be in there during the replay. Down here, still have control of the map. He is researching. So he's making more void arrays, a stalker, zealot. Has an immortal coming out. These units will also reinforce the guys here. He does not know about my proxy pylon, which is going to be very useful during this game. I do have a transport. I set a bad rally point, although it was good at some point in the game. You should always pay attention to your rally points. Now these units will be picked up and dropped off in his base. I do have a decent enough amount of minerals, so I can produce an army relatively fast in my base. Now this is very useful because while he is moving to attack, he is not going to be prepared for this. Like I said, I do have enough minerals to reinforce an army at any moment. So while he's attacking me up here, I do have my drop going. I'll quickly kill these probes. Just have a second void coming out. My stalker do take care of that. He is forced to retreat his units. I'm doing as much damage as I can to this. I will send this back to force field the ramp. Unfortunately, neither one of us actually have blink at this point. I'm going to warp in a few more stalkers. I'm going to try taking as much damage as possible. Do put up another force field to delay it. Make sure no zealots can rush through. The void ray will come in. A couple more stalkers coming in, and this nexus will go down. Now, I'm forced to retreat at this point. There's no point in me bringing these, being the warp prism, because it would just be sniped down by all these anti-air units. So I will retreat it. It's causing major damage to him. He's forced to get another expansion later on in the game. He does not know about my observers seeing this happen. During that, I did get a couple probes, however they're not doing anything at this moment. Still have some stalkers to defend. I want to get some cannons so in case he tries to come through the side, as well as here to defend my expansion. Throwing up a second expansion on